good evening, everybody, and welcome to yet another episode of Step Chat. I am your host, Esteban Jonez, aka Steve Jones. First of all, I do want to talk about our Aloft streaming service. For those of you that are unfamiliar with the Floativerse, we have our own streaming service called Aloft, which some of you have just now figured out are the letters of float re-scrambled into another word. Aloft is our streaming service. Aloft is basically just about 150, if not a little bit more than that, 150 classes, videos, podcast episodes, and more that are available to you free of charge with unlimited streaming access for either an annual fee or for a 6-month fee. As we talked about last week, our instructor for this month is the one and only Dawn Gertman, who's going to be teaching inflation plus floral equals fabulous, because you all know how I absolutely hate alliteration. But Dawn is going to be teaching this class on July 29th, which means it's the last Tuesday of the month. The class is at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific Time, and whatever the hell time it is where you are. If you are a member of Aloft, do nothing, because you will be sent an invitation for the class on July 28th. If you are not a member of Aloft, it's not a problem. You can do one of two things. You can either join Aloft, but if you're the non-committal type, you can go to the Orange Store at floatconvention.com/orange store. That's orange like the color, store like the retail. floatconvention.com/orange store. You can sign up today for this class. It's only $25. The $25 fee gets you live access to the class, so you get to be at the class in person. And if you can't attend the class, you do get a free digital download of the class when it is over and edited. I'm thrilled to share with you that our May class, Avoiding Business Burnout with Charessa Sawyer, is officially now uploaded onto both the Orange Store and the Aloft streaming program. So if you missed this live class in May and want to learn about how to avoid getting yourself in a position like I was in last week or so, I'm very happy to share with you that our class from June has also been edited down and brought into the mix. I did change the name of the class a little bit. I can't believe I didn't think of this myself the first time around. Converting customers into clients. Come on now, Steve. Again, alliteration is a thing. With our own Stacey Chase. Happy to share with you that a new episode of the Rubber Bubble Podcast, episode 24, another installment of El Trabajo del Diablo, will be coming your way later this week. The episode, in fact, is recorded. It's all done. It's being edited down, and then it'll be sent over to the web guys probably tomorrow. I also want to take this second to remind you that if you are not currently a member of Aloft, but you are planning to go to Float 2026, you really should consider joining Aloft prior to the convention, because there are many member benefits of Aloft members that you're going to be getting at Float. The bullet points that are listed here: early VIP access into the vendor showcase on Sunday, 24-hour advanced access to general class registration, express lane for check-in at the Float registration desk. This is an exclusive benefit only available to Aloft members. You'll get to reserve your seating at the Designer Awards Gala, and you get a 10% discount off of all Float merchandise. All right, let's talk about Reno. Very excited. I, again, can't wait. To those of you that are sponsors, I know it's coming, guys. 1 week from tomorrow, come hell or high water, the Decor and Function sponsorship packet will be sent out. That sponsor packet, however, we're going to drop it on the 14th. We're going to probably open it on the 16th. The tree trunk rule is still in effect. The difference is it will now go to 5 feet rather than 3 feet. So for those of you that are planning to compete in the entrance decor competition at Float, instead of a 3-foot by 13-foot footprint this year, you now have a 5-foot by 3-foot footprint. That can then again expand beyond that once you get to the 5-foot mark elevated wise. I do want to remind everybody also that, as we talked about earlier, the Float payment plan program ends on July 31st. So that's the end of this month. So if you are interested in signing up for Float but not coughing up all the money right now, you can do so using a 6-payment plan. Please note the registration fee is $795 if you wish to partake in the payment plan structure. Now is the time to get to our street level float content. And we start off, as always, with today's Step Chat survey. For those of you that are members of the Float Facebook group, today's topic of conversation had a lot to do with conversations I was having with people about travel. When it comes to choosing a convention, how much of a decision does travel make in your planning? Like, how much of a decision does the cost of travel make when it comes to whether or not you decide to go? And the questions were, or the answers I should say were, it doesn't. If I want to go to the event, I'm going to go to the event no matter what it costs me to get there. I will only go to an event if I can drive there. If I can't drive to it, I'm not going. One was, if it's within the continental US, then I'm fine. Doesn't really care. And I will not book until I evaluate what it's going to cost me to get there. The survey results at this point, pretty much half of you, 54% said travel costs have nothing to do with whether or not I will attend a particular convention. So in that regard, that's good to know. I'm not suggesting that I'm going to relocate Float to Iceland yet. In all sincerity, I think a lot of people, that's how most people look at it. So there we go. So I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody for participating in today's survey. Thank you very much for that. Once again, I do want to remind everybody that the Floativerse is on YouTube. We are found at youtube.com/@the Floativerse. Don't forget that the Step Chat schedule is as follows. Obviously, we're doing the live show here tonight on Sunday. Tomorrow, sometime tomorrow morning, the full recording of tonight's episode will be uploaded to the YouTube channel. And then on Tuesday, the summary episode will be available. Also want to remind everybody that 1 week from tomorrow, or as we like to say in special, mañana, is our next episode of La Familia Float con Pia Guadalupe. Pia's guest this month is Alessandro Patanye from Spain. He is going to be one of our masterclass instructors at Float, and she's going to be interviewing him during the course of the show. So join us on Monday, July 14th. Now, again, please remember the episode is broadcast in Spanish. La Familia Float con Pia Guadalupe. That will be on Monday, July 14th. That'll be at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time, and whatever the hell time it is where you are. And then once again, every Tuesday night is Kick It Back with Lisa Mack. Wrong. Lisa is very unsure whether or not she's going to be able to host the show. So she reached out and said, "Hey, Steve, could you possibly cover for me? I'd greatly appreciate it." And turns out this Tuesday I can. So yours truly will be taking over for Lisa McIntyre this week on Kick It Back Without Lisa Mack. That'll be Tuesday night, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Make me feel it. And whatever the hell time it is where you are. Is our virtual happy hour. It's like a live talk show kind of thing where you get to be the special guest on the show. It's done through Zoom. You'll use the link to get on the call with us. And then once you're there, you're there. The first hour of the show is broadcast live on Facebook. So we'll have comments and all kinds of things going on there. And then after that's done, after that, we go into what's called after party mode. Now, to be completely transparent, because of the schedule of my day on Wednesday, I don't know that I will continue much of after party mode, but I'm sure we can pass over to somebody. You're welcome to join us. We'd love to have you. And with that being said, folks, that will do it for tonight's episode of Step Chat.